Hello horror fans of YouTube. I am Torstein from Cinema Terror, and in the good spirit of October, I felt like checking out a new horror film and landed on a small indie film called Sleep No More. Did it manage to keep me up throughout the night? Well, stick around and let's find out. The story of Sleep No More is set in the 80s, where a group of students are working on a drug that is supposed to cure the need for sleep. Their experiments doesn't go all that well though, and when one of their test subjects takes his life, the entire project is shut down for good. The students, led by the gorgeous Professor Ella Whatley, decide that the work they are doing is too important to just be thrown away, so they decide to continue on their own, without the guidance and supervision of anyone else. And as you can probably guess, things do not go as planned as they tap into something darker than what they could have ever imagined.
Carter, it's okay, man. Open the door.
Where are the bloody keys?
So, Sleep No More has an interesting topic, as we don't really know what dreams are and what lies beneath them, do we? There is a lot of mystery and things to play with here. So the idea of doing a movie about what happens if you come up with a drug that can make you stay awake for several days are interesting to me. And the filmmakers do introduce some interesting theories, if you will, about what happens to us while we sleep. But sadly, the film is not able to present any of it in an engaging or enjoyable manner. I must admit I had problems with the film as soon as the setup is introduced. I did not understand at all why these supposedly intelligent young students would think it was a good idea to perform this experiment by injecting themselves with this drug with only one person, the professor, keeping track of them. A highly experimental drug and there is no safety present. They all walk around freely in a building with all kinds of dangerous stuff around them. You would think that with an experiment like this, that they would be in a more protective environment, where they couldn't easily get a hold of stuff like knives that they could easily use to hurt themselves or each other. And they should have really gotten a few more people to be there to protect anyone, since the subjects are awake 24 hours a day. It is really insufficient to only have one person not be on the drug, as the person is of course getting the sleep when necessary. The entire setup is frankly stupid, and even if I don't consider myself a hateful guy or anything like that, I felt like the characters deserved whatever bad effects that was waiting for them, as they were all really irresponsible and brainless. They should have invested more time in the setup and gave the characters bigger reason for why they would go ahead with something as dangerous as this, and not having to go back to a shitty day job did not do it for me. I also didn't find the symptoms they experience while being awake for so long all that interesting and believable either. The few times I've been up for 24 to 48 hours, I felt my body ache, I've seen black spots pop up, and things not really moving with my eyes, if that makes sense. Hopefully it doesn't, as insomnia is not a great thing to go through, and I hope you do sleep well at night. I guess I just wished for a more gradual demise of their psyche, something that could be appealing to watch if done correctly.
We are done. It's over. It's not like we could just rewind this thing. This is it, man. It's not over.
The setting of the film is put in the mid-80s, and I'm guessing the only reason was that the filmmakers were tempted to bring some 80s nostalgia into the mix, which I as a child of the 80s can understand, but it doesn't really bring anything to the story. It's just a way to play with some fun 80s music and have them use analog video recorders when they film the subjects. One thing that was not very 80s was the special effects used for the stuff that happens in the dreams. And I don't want to go into details here as I don't want to spoil anything, but it does not look good at all. You would have thought that perhaps they would have went all practical for something like that, as they obviously are fans of 80s horror, but sadly they did not. Then again, of course there was budget restraints here, as this is probably not a very expensive film. Sleep No More had an idea that was not executed to my liking. That does not mean that you can't enjoy this film of course, and I do not believe that this was made simply for a paycheck or anything like that. So it does suck to talk down on the movie as much as I've done in this video. I do wish everyone involved in this film the best in the future, and hopefully they get involved in something else that I might enjoy or even love. That being said, I have to be honest as I'm doing a review of the film, and Sleep No More gets no recommendation from me. I didn't find it interesting, it felt like it was never going to end, and I just had an overall bad time with it. Sleep No More gets a low score of 1.5 out of 5. Have you been able to see Sleep No More yet? It's currently available on VOD and DVDs wherever you get your movie fix. If you have seen it, please let me know if you think I was wrong about this. The comment section below is there for you to voice your opinion. And if you like horror movies and are new to my channel, then I have nearly 250 other reviews on my channel for you to hopefully enjoy, and plenty more to come. I appreciate you taking your time to listen to me, and I hope you'll be back for more here on Cinema Terror. Thank you.